Hi there! You're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name is Charisma, and today we're meeting in the studio and we're going to plant some more seeds. So today I'm planting a whole bunch of different seeds and different methods of seed planting. So if you missed last week, go back and check out the seed starting video from last week or any of the other previous seed starting videos that I've done over the last month. Then you can stay tuned, like, subscribe, ring the bell so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And I'm kind of dueling out my seed starting on Fridays right now so that it's really easy to search and find. I wanted to divvy these seed starting methods up so that it's really easy for you to find winter sowing, windowsill seed starting, greenhouse seed starting, seed starting Snapdragon specifically, starting poppies specifically. So it's very searchable when I divide the videos up into smaller segments. Plus, they're easy to digest and quick, shorter videos than watching me for 3 hours sowing seeds. So today we're going to do a windowsill seed starting process. I've never done this before, but I'm really excited to try it out. This studio got rearranged recently, and so now I have really bright indirect light coming in through a south-facing window right behind me, and my windowsill is nice and deep, so they will fit these greenhouse kits. So I picked these up. They're from Jiffy. They're a seed starting windowsill greenhouse kit. And slip that out of there. They just have these little guys. There is there is a top for the greenhouse effect, and Jiffy always gives us some fertilizer or plant vitamins for seedlings. So you put that in your water. Oh, look at this, it came with labels too. Have fun. You put this in your water after your seedlings have germinated. So we'll put that to the side. Put these to the side, these back in here. And then of course they have the water catchment system so that, it doesn't drain all over your windowsill. These don't actually have drainage holes, but they're very porous and they're made out of coconut core. So it just facilitates draining without any problem. These do tend to break down. Some people are able to tear them off and pop the whole thing into wherever you're growing your plant, and the roots will just grow right through it. These don't tend to break down in my garden, and I think it's because I don't get hot enough. My soil's definitely moist enough to create that effect, but I think you also need some heat generation to, compost things like this. So I take my seedlings out of these types of trays, put them in my garden, and then if these are pretty much shot from all the moisture while growing the seedlings up, I just throw them in my compost bin. Okay, so let's go ahead and prep these, and then we'll talk about what seeds we're going to start. I'm going to set these to the side, set these to the side. There we go. All right, so in the first tray, I'm going to add seed starting mix, which I got from Bimart. It's a sterile seed starting germination mix. I just throw it in this bowl here and make sure that if it needs to be pre-moistened, I will pre-moisten it. Because you don't really want to drown your seeds. So you want to pre-moisten your seed starting mix so that it's already damp for the seeds to have contact with moist soil. But you don't really necessarily want to soak them after the seeds are in them, because you could wash away the seed and they'll end up off to the side or buried underneath the soil, so deeper than they want to be. So it's good to just go ahead and pre-moisten it. The way you check that it's moist enough is you grab a handful, you make a fist, and make sure that it forms up and it crumbles easily. It could be even a little bit more formed than that, but this is good enough for me. So we're just going to go ahead and fill these trays up with our seed starting mix. I'm just going to drop them down in there a couple of times to make sure that there's enough soil in each one. Okay. All right, so that's good and easy. They're all filled up. Get these out of the way. It's almost exactly the amount that I needed for these trays. So the first ones I'm going to start are my Snapdragons, and I have two different varieties, so I'm just going to fill this tray with one and this tray with the other. I have, the first one I'm going to do is Madam Butterfly Ivory, which I grew these last year. They were beautiful. They got so tall, like 18 inches. They bloomed all the way through September. And as a matter of fact, some of them, the plants themselves still look good out in the garden. So I'm actually going to be cutting them down to give them some stockiness and see if they grow again as a perennial, which would be really amazing. Okay, so these, just a few in here. So this says to just surface sow them. So we're going to be really careful and put them like this. And there's a few left in here. Okay, so that filled up this tray with the Madam Butterfly. There's one more seed in there. Get it out. This variety is from Johnny's. And then this tray, I'm going to use these mixed color. This is from American Seed. They are tall, rust-resistant mixed colors. So it looks like pinks and yellows and whites. And I'm excited about this one because I am doing a whole pink and yellow theme in my garden this year for our annual flowers. So this can go all over our garden in different little pockets. The white ones will probably be reserved for the moon garden. I don't think I need that many, so we'll probably use some of these in a different method. Let's see. Be generous with them in each cell. Okay. So this says they take 10 to 14 days to germinate, so just a couple of weeks. We'll go ahead and label them so we don't forget which tray is which. Oops. I've been using this permanent garden marker. So far I'm happy with it. Okay, Madam Butterfly. What is it? Ivory. And I will put the date on there. Put them right here. And this one is okay, then to finish that up, I will put vermiculite over the top to help retain moisture and to prevent any fungal disease. Doing it really lightly so that plenty of light can still get to those seeds since they like to be surface sown. And then, just to make sure that there's nothing in the bottom of this tray, just get rid of that. We'll do a little water in, not a whole lot, just a nice gentle amount of water, just to make sure all those seeds have contact with the soil. And then we'll put the greenhouse top on and set it on the windowsill. Okay, now we'll do the next one. And in this one, we're going to do 3 different kinds of calendula. So we'll divide these up a little bit. I have Bronze Beauty. This is from Floret Seed. And this is discontinued at Floret. This is Calendula Pink Surprise from Baker Creek. And then this is Ivory Princess Calendula from Johnny's. So the Pink Surprise looks very orange to me, but a gardener told me that they come out pink. So, and I saw some pink ones in a garden locally that person gardens in. So, high hopes, I have no idea. I won't put it in a really pink predominant area until I know for sure. And then the Bronze Calendula is more of a peachy, bronzy color. And then the Ivory Princess is white. So, it doesn't really fit into my pink and white theme, but unless these really do come in pink, even though they look orange. I really love the colors of the bronze. So what I'm going to do is do 6 of these, and let's see, I don't need as many of the white, so I'm just going to do 4 cells of the white, and then the rest of them I will do bronze. So calendula will self-sow in my garden if I allow it to. I grow a lot of calendula for medicinal purposes, for tea and salves. They want to go 1/4 inch deep. These are big enough to see, so I'm going to put 2 in each cell. All right, and then a 1/4 inch deep, so I'm just gonna kind of push them in. And push the soil back over them. Okay. Let's go ahead and label these as we go. I will be pleasantly surprised if these are pink. These pink surprise calendulas. All right, then let's go ahead and do the 4 Ivory Princess. Same deal, 1/4 inch deep. It just, each label just says calendula and then the variety name and the date on top, so that I know what to expect. They're all supposed to germinate in 7 to 14 days. So the date helps me make sure that I'm not being impatient, really. And then the last one is the Bronze Beauty, and we're gonna do this whole tray with Bronze Beauty. It should be the same. 1/4 inch deep. Oh, let's let's go ahead and put these in the soil, right? Okay. Oops. Okay. Oh. These are a lot bigger. Interesting. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's just make sure again, no soil, nothing is in there. Go ahead and put some vermiculite on there. This one I could put on a little thicker just because it doesn't need light to germinate. Okay. going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're celebrating your life. Make sure you're staying tuned because we have winter sewing coming up next week. See you later. Bye.